Hello students, welcome back to Madhvi's Java programming tutorials. In this video, I'll be explaining you some of Java tokens. Any programming language provides tools to take input, to use processor, to store intermediate results, to display output in the form of small atomic elements which are known as tokens. These tokens are understood by the compiler of that particular language. With the help of tokens, programmers write programs. The Java programs are also written in a prescribed format using small atomic elements, which are known as tokens. The tokens in Java are the very first line, keywords, identifiers, separators, white space, comments. These I discuss in this particular video. There are some more tokens, literals, constants, escape sequences, character set, data types, variables, and operators. Programmers are required to understand the usage of all these tokens. Each token is separated by a white space or a separator. Let's see keywords. Any language you take has some reserved words. For example, English language has am, is, are, running, jumping, etc. words. Reserved words. These words are not used to name a person or a thing. We don't name a thing jumping. Similarly, all the computer languages have reserved words. They are known as keywords. Java keywords have special meaning to the Java compiler. And these keywords are in lower case only. There are around 50 keywords in Java. Here is a list of keywords according to the category. Data types category has byte, short, int, long. We know int in this so far. Selection category, iteration category, access modifiers, private, public, protected, jump statements, miscellaneous. We know class and void from this list. Miscellaneous list. Let's see what is meant by an identifier. Identifier is nothing but name given by the programmer to name user-defined classes, methods, and variables. Or built-in classes, methods, variable names are also known as identifiers. There are some rules to name classes, methods, variables. What are they? Space is not allowed in the identifier. Space is not allowed. Then identifier, that is name, cannot start with a digit. And special characters are not allowed except underscore and dollar. Keywords, those reserved words, are not allowed as identifiers. They are reserved. We cannot use them as names. Let's see some valid and invalid identifiers. Student data, except one, find dollar, class, C capital class, employee. All of them are valid because underscore is valid. And digit cannot be placed at the beginning, but maybe in between or at the end it is okay. Dollar sign is allowed. Class, keywords are always in lowercase, so C capital class is okay. If you see invalid identifier, student space data, space not allowed. one except starting with a digit. Find hash at the rate any special character except underscore and dollar not allowed. Class. I cannot give the name because it is a keyword. Void is a keyword. Now let's see some programs in the Java environment related to keywords and identifiers. Let's see the contents of keywords underscore identifiers class. In this class, there are three methods: void read, void find, and string display. If we see, some of the words are in some color, red color here, some other color, some other color. These words are reserved words. These are keywords. Class, void, int, if, for, string is a class, return, all these words, reserved words, and they are in lowercase, keywords. Now, understanding identifiers. Name of a class, method, variables. Name of the class, keywords, identifiers. Method, first method, read. Second method, find. Third method, display. So name of class, methods, and variables. Variables are A1, B1, C1, and name. These are all variables. So names of class, methods, and variables are known as identifiers. Now, there are rules. Keywords or reserved words are not allowed as identifiers. Read is an identifier. So instead of read, I give a keyword, let's say int. Immediately it is showing error over there. So keywords are not allowed as identifiers. Let's write read here. What is the next rule? Space is not allowed. Let's say instead of underscore in keywords identifiers class name, if I give a space in between, immediately it is showing an error. So space is not allowed. Let's delete the space and place underscore over there. Or you may not give any underscore. Control K, it works. Then no special characters except underscore. We have seen underscore. Dollar is also allowed. Name cannot start with a digit. So read is a name and I'm placing 1 before that. 1 read, Control K gives an error. So this is about keywords and identifiers. We have seen two tokens, keywords and identifiers. Let's see separators. Separators and white space are tokens, but they separate other tokens. How? Let's see. Now let's go to separators. They separate one token from another. For example, parenthesis, braces, dot, that is period, semicolon, colon, square brackets, and the list is there. Complete list. Please refer table 9 of chapter 3 from Basics in Computer Applications. Now, parenthesis is used in three places. First one is BODMAS, that is brackets, typecasting operator, method calling or definition. Second one is braces. Any block starting and ending is mentioned. Class block, method block, if, loop, switch case constructs. Any block is specified by braces. It is a separator. Then dot, system dot out.println separates class, that is system, object out, println method also. Semicolon used at the end of each statement except blocks, because block is a beginning and ending. It's not ending of a statement. Now colon is used in switch case, square brackets, array declaration and accessing. Now let's see a Java program after understanding white space. Every token of Java should be separated by either white space or a separator. White space. There are three keys on the keyboard which are used as white space characters in Java. First one is space bar, which gives us a space. Then tab key gives 8 spaces. Then new line, that is enter key from keyboard. With the help of separators and white space, we separate each token. Let's see a program in Java environment. Let's see the contents of separator underscore white space class. In this class, there are two methods defined: find method, print method. Defined, we have written something inside the methods, but we are understanding white spaces and separators. White space is nothing but space, tab, new line. Let's see first of all these three. Here class space, then press enter curly bracket, give a tab, then start the method, press enter, then curly bracket, that is a separator. Like that we have written the program. Space between void and find. Space between int and d. Now let's see, class is a keyword separated by a space, and separator underscore white space is a class name. So keyword and identifier are separated by a space. Then enter sign, that is also white space. Curly bracket, this is the separator. Then enter, then tab, keyword followed by a white space. Then find is a method name which is known as identifier. Then parenthesis separator. Int keyword or a data type which we will understand. Then space. A is an identifier, comma, separator, int, data type or a keyword, and so on and so forth. So the entire program is written in such a way that either a white space or a separator separates all the tokens of the program. Now let's see the token comments. Now comments give explanation about a program to the reader of the source code. The source code, when somebody is reading, then explanation about our program. They help the reader or future developer to understand the objectives of the program or individual statements. Comments are written in simple language, English. They are not executed by the Java compiler. So this is an advantage for the programmers. They use it to test the code which may be the alternative of the already written code. So instead of deleting the previously written code, we can comment it out and then test the new code. And there are three types of comments in Java: single line, multi line, document comment. Document dictionary meaning is material that provides official information or that serves as a record. So we'll be giving some record about the program or the project we have created. Single line comment means only one line as a comment. So in order to give a comment, we use two forward slashes and then write whatever we want to write in that line. Java does not execute, Java compiler does not execute that line. And if our comment is more than one line, then we use a multi-line comment, which starts with forward slash followed by asterisk sign and write whatever you want in 3, 4 lines, 10 lines, and then end it with asterisk and slash, forward slash. Now the document and multi-line almost similar, except that forward slash double asterisk sign is used to start the document comment, and ending is similar to multi-line. Now, let's see a program using comments in the Java environment. Let's see the contents of comments class. And first of all, we will understand single line comment. For example, look at this forward slash, two forward slashes, and the color is changed over here. These are not executed by the programmer. Now, when we have too many blocks in a method, if block, for block, ending of the method block, we may give, apart from indentation means giving proper spaces. In the method, we start all the lines with 8 spaces. But when if came, another block, another 8 spaces. So apart from indentation, we may give the individual statements. This is about end of if, end of for loop, end of method, like this, or any variable is created, what is that variable about, and so on and so forth. Single line comment. Second one is multi-line. Starts with forward slash followed by asterisk sign. Void read int h. So for the source, this is the source code. See, this is the source code. If anybody is reading the source code, what is this h? Program to read hours from user and display the equivalent minutes. System.out.println input is h, hours, let's say 3. System.out.println minutes is 3 multiplied by 60, that is 180 would be the answer. So we are giving some idea about the program in multi-line comment. Third one is documentation comment. In BlueJ environment, that is IDE, if you click near the source code, documentation, it gives us idea about how to give documentation. We don't know much about void read, enter hours, equivalent minutes, something like that. It is giving us automatically. This documentation is very important when you start working in MNCs and when you start creating projects. Okay, now in BlueJ IDE, we can use this document comment just before the method. Because we are not using scanner class or buffer reader class to take input, we are trying so far as a parameter, the user must know what is int h. So as a document comment forward slash followed by 2 asterisks, I'm saying enter hours. Equivalent minutes will be displayed. Some idea. So let's not take this part. See, I'm commenting out the part which I don't want. This is alternative. I want to execute only these two lines and show you. That's why I commented it out as a multi-line comment. Let's execute this program. Control K, close, comments, right click. It's a void method, not static, so we need to create an object. Read method is there, int age. See, it is taking as a parameter, but it is saying here document comment. Enter hours, equivalence minutes will be displayed. So when I give hours, input is 3 and minutes 180. So this is how we use comments. This is about single line comment, multi-line comment, and document comment. Refer Chapter 3 of Basics in Computer Applications for further understanding and practice exercises. And the next video is about Java tokens, that too, literals, escape sequences, and character set. Thank you.